Just a little after 20 minutes past 11, it is Morning Becomes Eclectic here at 89.9 KCRW. Daniel Lanois has a new album. It's called Shine, and Daniel joins us in the studio this morning. Welcome.
Oh, thanks a lot, Nick. Very happy to be here.
Good to have you in the station. Let's first of all welcome the musicians you brought with you this morning. Maybe you could introduce them.
Yeah, well, their band is called Mother Superior. There's three of them, and they're really great. And I first heard them at the Troubadour with Henry Rollins. And we've got Jim Wilson, Marcus Blake, and Jason McEnroth.
Okay, welcome everybody. I think the best thing we can do is throw it over to you. We'll come back and talk about the album and all sorts of other stuff in a little while, but right now it's Daniel Lanois with Mother Superior on Morning Becomes Eclectic.
Should I just lash into it, Nick?
Go for it, man.
Okay. My angel, I promised her we'd be dressed in a cloud, standing on pillars of fire, singing out loud, shot from truth and love in our darkness, with the moon under her feet, where birth goes on and rides terror. My shine will be complete with your fire, your fire. I tremolo, you're my fire. Ever so softly grows when you don't wear your armor, crushing the burden and confusion sour, trembling high on every leaf, raining light down on your belief. Oh, my ink, unburdened by the race, I'll go down in your embrace, on fire, on fire, tremolo, you're my fire. Don't take away my shine is all I have. My heat, my love, my beauty, and my glad worries me sometimes. I love and live a life of sad tremolo, my sweet angel. You're my heart's desire. You're my fire. my fire. Angel, I've seen you in the rocket speed, seen you in the ground defeat. Angel, with me you crawl through the trenches, forever scaling my defenses. I need you now in my rebel mind. Please knock the door and hang a sign. My heart is open wide, bleeding's hard to stop. Explain to me what is and what is not. What is, what is, what is. Slow giving, slow coming. Slow giving, slow coming. Joy giving, joy coming. Love giving, love coming. Angel, until the piece of me forever burns. It's hard to know which way to turn. On the guardrail of your 25 years, feel the piercing number of every tear. On a desert plain, all my knees broken and ragged, saying, please, baby, please, baby, please. And oh yeah, I've lost so many times. Please, please show me a sign on a pretty lip, on my broken gear. Don't let me bring the roof down. Let me give my spirit sound. Standing right back where I started. Please, please, let me stay open-hearted. Slow giving, slow coming. Slow giving, slow coming. Joy giving, joy coming. Love giving, love coming. Slow giving, slow coming. Slow giving, slow coming. Joy giving, joy coming. Love giving, love coming. In the middle of the night I came to me, a bridge to your ecstasy, images of a burned out hell. You coming in with your mission bell. Don't sit, wait for the thing to come. Get lit, feel the power of one. Don't sit, waiting for the thing to come. Get lit, feel the power of one. Little sister, let's go downtown and dance to the night sound. Hear the bass often down the hill from Echo Park, my Jamaica in LA. Don't sit, wait for the thing to come. Get it, feel the power of the riding out of a death disease, prettiness shining into complete, the bitterness burning up and he don't see. Skipping along in compromise, when dignity rattled me on the back, then I needed to attack. My sweetness, you with me when I was sad at evolution bend, hiding alone like a rolling stone. Now I wanna know the power of your home. This one's called Sometimes. Sometimes I feel like I'm playing on the radio. Sometimes I feel like I'm on a traveling road show. Sometimes I got the power of the will, and I know my song is gonna be alright. Sometimes I feel like I'm on a freight train, forever rescued by the mystery rain. Sometimes I'm just out for a thrill. She always said, baby, you're gonna be alright. The sun gonna come shining down, push everything you want. It's hard to have and then have not. Hard to have and then have not. Sometimes I want to take a pill and hide. Sometimes I want to shut down and ride. Where no man should go. Go where no man should go. Go where no man should go. Go where no man should go. Could it be, ever really be alright?
It's Morning Becomes Eclectic at 89.9 KCRW, a set of music in our studio this morning from Daniel Lanois, and I know we've got another set coming up, but maybe we can just catch up with a little bit of conversation first of all, Daniel. I want you to share with the audience what you said to me when you came in this morning. I don't want to put you on the spot, but it was pretty amusing. I haven't had an artist say that to me before.
Well, I said 5 things now, Nick. I'm trying to think. Was it about your babies?
No, it was about the fact you thought there should be another way of doing these live performances.
Okay, well, all right. So, yes, this is the new format. Extreme Morning Becomes Eclectic, where you guys get in a van and you go up to the artist's house, you wake him up with a cup of coffee and say, sing us a tune, would you?
And we do the session there in bed.
Exactly.
It's a good idea. Let's talk a little bit about what you've been up to. This is your 3rd solo album, right?
That's correct, yes.
And it's been a while in the making. I think 10 years almost since the last one. You've been a busy guy, obviously, during that time, working with other people, and you are known as well as for your solo work, of course, as a producer of all sorts of amazing artists, people like Dylan and Gabriel and U2 and Willie Nelson. When did you actually start work on this collection of songs that became Shine? Is it something that's been in the boiling pot for a while?
Yeah, they pop up wherever I happen to be geographically. The Falling at Your Feet song was co-written with Bono in Ireland, and that happened during the making of the last U2 record. Some other things were born in Mexico, like that beautiful thematic guitar in the song I Love You was born in Mexico, and it always had a real psychedelic feeling about it, and I wanted to make sure it made it on the record. Some things have been collected for a while, like maybe they're like a bit of poetry that's been laying around and finds a melodic companion eventually. So by hook or by crook there, Nick, and then also producing whatever it was, 10 or 20 records.
During that time, yeah. Now I know that, you just mentioned Mexico. You recorded in Mexico, you recorded in Dublin. You just mentioned writing that song with Bono as well. Why'd you go to Mexico? You tracked the vocals in Mexico, I believe.
Well, I wanted to get away from the usual urban crossroads and be in a smart culture that was not so preoccupied by everything else that we see here in L.A. or New York or the big towns. So it was pretty much a fishing village atmosphere, and the brain has a way of expanding and becoming very inventive in a setting like that, I find.
I know that your music really does absorb a lot of styles and has done over the years, blues, rock, country, even folk music. Is there something that is particularly new to this record, though, that you haven't explored before?
I suppose the biggest change is that I've included the pedal steel guitar, and it's my first love. It's the instrument I started as a kid, and I've been practicing it a lot in the last few years, and I've gotten quite good at it, so I'm proud of it, and in fact we dragged it in here today, Nick.
Great.
Might even open the next set with it.
We love steel guitar. As you said, it's your first instrument, and I was reading somewhere where you said that it's really an anchoring point for you as well.
Yeah, it's exactly that. In these fast times, it's easy to think that you have to have the latest gadget to keep up with things, but in fact, what's at the bedrock is just as important, like how you came up, your influences, and your instruments. So for me, this is my church, my feet grounded.
Now I know that originally you're from Quebec, and I read somewhere where you said that you've always had a fascination with exclusion and segregation. Now I'm guessing that comes from growing up being French Canadian in the Anglo neighborhoods. Is that reflected in this music?
Well, my first record was probably more of that kind of feeling, and but it's ongoing. The segregation. It's fascinating to me that even in these great times of mass communication, that we still like to put things in compartments, and I'm still quite idealistic. I imagine that the coffee-colored baby will come along and make everybody one color one day.
It has to happen eventually.
Eventually, yeah.
It just
How about
really
you, Nick?
does.
You've just had two, haven't you?
Well, they're a bit of a mix.
Okay.
That you said that you've got this band with you in the studio this morning, Mother Superior, and you play with two bands though, don't you?
This is a configuration A, and then configuration B is myself and Brian Blade on the drums, and that's very exciting for me. I've known Brian for a good 10 years now, and we play when we can. And we're going to be hitting the road and doing all of North America, I guess, in June. Although Mother Superior are doing, I think, 6 or 7 of those shows. So.
And I know Brian was a big part of Shine as well, right?
Yes, he plays drums on the record.
Right.
And ongoing inspiration for me.
I'm going to throw it back to you. I know you got another set of music. It's Morning Becomes Eclectic with Daniel Lanois here at 89.9 KCRW.
Mexico till I was gone and didn't know. In the end, the thing that keeps me walking is your shine. Your shine in the morning, your shine in the distance, your shine inside the laughter and the ghosts. They have spoken of the river forever bending inside the fever of the saints that walk all night with no domain. In the end, the thing that keeps me walking is your shine. Your shine when never no cold. Your shine when the feeling's low. Your shine when it's too late to turn around. I have frozen up my dreams, thinking I was all alone, fighting every minute for each turning stone. I have reached the rocket speed. I have run the ground that feeds, scaling fences looking for the healing sun. In the end, the thing that keeps me walking is your shine. Your shine in transmissions, your shine in decisions, your shine when I labor to the new day. Is your shine, your shine, your shine, your shine, shine on. Okay, how are we doing here? Oh, this is an older song there, Nick, and everybody listening to the radio. Comes from near where I grew up. There's an Indian reserve there. This is for my Indian compadres. Sad eyes, where you gone with that confidence? Sad eyes, where you gone with that confidence? Gone to where the boats go by, Caledonia River, oh so wide. Gone to where the boats go by, Caledonia River, oh so wide. On still water, I'm laying over on still water, on still water, I'm laying over Caledonia River, oh so wide. Wild eyes in the wilderness, where you gone with the devil in hand? Wild eyes in the wilderness, where you gone with the devil in hand? Gone to build still water. I'm laying over Caledonia River.